So in this file, it will read the first 30 characters, okay, and it will print, okay. Then it will once again we are issuing the read method, okay, read function, and again it will read the, okay, read after 50 bytes. Okay, from where we have left out. Okay, from that position it will read the, from that positions it will read 50 characters and it will be printed. Okay, the same thing I have shown here also. For example, here first, okay, I am opening the same file and I am reading first 3 characters. Okay, so it will read the HEL, and again once again I am issuing the print read method. It will read the next 5 characters where we left out. Okay, so it will read the LOWO. It will print. Then the next program is, we are issuing the read line to read the line, okay, line from the file. So I am opening the file and I am issuing the read line method. It will read the first line. When you are issuing the again read line method, it will read the second line, and again it will read the third line. Then you can use while method, okay, while loop method or for loop method to read the all the lines from the file when you are using the read line method. Okay, not read lines method. Okay, it's a read line method. So read line method will read only the first line. Okay, it will read only one line at a time. So while you are using within the loop statement, it will read so that it will read entire file. Here I have used first, I have used the while loop method, but it is very easy to use the for loop method. Okay, so here I have used the while loop method. First, the string 1. Okay, which is initialized by any value other than none value. Okay, so here I have used with some space. Okay, I initialize the string 1 with some space. So if it contains some space value, so it won't be false. Here it will be true only. So when it is true, it will okay. If it is contain none means it will. For example, in your book, here they have mentioned that. See, okay, okay, if it is, suppose if it is contain none value, none means if I initialize with the capital NONE, then it contain the none value. In that case, it will be false. Okay, now it contain some space value only. So in that case, it will be true. So true means it will go inside the loop and execute the statement which is present inside the loop. Here it will go and it will read the first line and it will print that line. Okay, then once again it will go okay, again it is true. It will read the second line and it will be printed. Once again it will go, it will read the third line and it will be it will read the third line and it will be printed. Okay, once again it will read the fourth line and it will be printed. There is no fifth line in your file. So there is no fifth line. So when you are trying to read the fifth line, the string written the blank values, okay, none values. So it is false. It will come out of the while loop and it will close the file also. Okay, then we are using the, so the output I have shown here. The output is shown here. Then using for loop. Here I didn't use in the print statement. I didn't use any character for any character, space character. But here I have utilized the end character is a default end character is double. Here it is double. Double space, but I have used here only a single space. Okay, I have changed that end variable value by one single space. So after using that, the output becomes like this. Before using that, the output become two space. The okay, space is available, but here I didn't specify anything. So here without space it will be printed. Okay, then by using for loop also. Then using for loop, so all the lines are stored in your file handler. From the file, with the help of file handler, we are reading line by line, and each line will be printed. So instead of using, if you are using that while loop means you have to initialize the variable with some space, and you have to give like this. Okay, but if you are using for loop only 2 sentences, so it's better to use the for loop here to read the from a file line by line. Okay, then here also you can use this, like if you want, if you don't want to put a space means you can use like this. This program for displaying the size of the file after removing the end of line characters. End of line characters is nothing but /n, enter character, and leading and trailing white spaces and the blank lines. Okay, so here I am opening the file. Okay, I have used the while loop here. Instead of while loop, you can choose the for loop also. So first, initially I assign size. I want to find out the total size of the file. Okay, first, then after, okay, then if you first I will read first line. Okay, first line I will find out the length. I will find out the length for the first line. Okay, then I will make use of the okay, I will remove the that is the special characters, like new blanks, trailing spaces, and leading spaces. I will remove those spaces. After removing that, okay, once again I will find out the length of the line, and that will be stored here. Okay, this is indicate the before removing the leading spaces and trailing spaces in your line. This into this sizes after removing the leading space and trailing spaces from your file. So here they have used that while loop. Okay, so first I am reading the line, first line. Then I will find out the I will find here I am find out the length of the first line. It will the total size initially 0. But suppose the length of the first line is 10 means it will 0 plus 10. The 10 will be stored here, and here the strip functions which will remove both trailing spaces, okay, and leading spaces. Okay, leading spaces which is present in the left hand side, and trailing spaces which is present in the right hand side, and all EOL, that is end of line characters also will be removed. Okay, it will remove all blank lines and end of characters also. So after removing that, once again I will find out the length function. Okay, I will find out the length of the line, and initially the size will be 0. Suppose after removing all the spaces, size becomes reduced. It may be 7. So 0 plus 7, 7 it will. So these 3 lines belongs to the while loop. So once again it will go and read the second line. Okay, already that first line, okay, what is the size of the first line? 10. It will read the second line, and once again it will find out the size of the second line. So suppose size of the second line is 10 means it will be added with the first line size. 10 plus 10, 20 will be stored. Like that it will find out the size of the characters which is present in the file, and after removing the blank spaces, how many okay characters are present, it will be stored here. Okay, size of the file after removing all the end of line and blank lines, it will be printed here, and total size of the file before removing the blank lines, it will be present here. So after finding out, I am closing the file. The same thing in the Jupyter notebook. So here I have given the close statement in the loop, within the loop itself. So it show the error message for me. Okay, then after doing the indentation, it will be correct. Okay, here I have used the for. Okay, it's a easy way. So I have used the for loop method. So size of the file after removing that 46. Okay, the this poem.txt only I have used. This is the poem.txt. So before removing, okay, so how many characters, and after removing the blank spaces, how many characters? So see here. So after removing end of characters 46, before removing the total size 49. Why only 3 characters are different? Okay, for example here See, every line end with a /n. Here /1/n/n2/n3. Okay, so three EOL characters are there that has removed. That's all. In between, if suppose if you are introducing any character in between means not in between, it won't remove the in between spaces. It will be remove only the leading spaces and trailing spaces. Suppose here I am giving okay. I'm leaving some space and I have saved that file. Okay, here once again I executing this program. So I have choose this cell. I have chosen this cell and shift plus enter to execute it so that it will be changed. Okay, the total size is 51. All the leading and trailing spaces, it won't remove in between spaces. It only remove the leading spaces which is present left of the file. Okay, left of the line and right of the line only. So after removing that, it is 46. Understand? Here I have used the read method. Okay, read method which will always return without passing arguments means it will read the entire file. So I am checking the type of the data variable. What is the type? The variable data which store the which contain the value related to the string data type. Okay, then I'm using the read lines method. Okay, in the read lines method, it will read entire line from the file. Okay, those lines are maintained in the string 1 variable. Okay, here I am finding the type of the string 1 variable which is list. In this program, we are just finding out the length of the size of the file. Okay, how many characters are present in the file. Okay, I just issuing the read method only. So read method which will read entire file, it will be stored here, and using length method I will find out the length of the file. So the size will be printed here. How many characters? So suppose once again I am executing this by pressing the shift enter. So now it contained the 51 bytes because we have okay introduced the spaces, leading spaces here. Then here I have used the read lines method. Okay, read lines method. Here I am finding out. Okay, which will store the line here. Which will store here. It will while using the read method, which will store the number of characters. But while issuing the read lines method, which will store the number of lines. Okay, so when you are giving to the when you are issuing the len method for this read lines method, which will return the number of lines which is present. So total number of lines present in the poem.txt is 4 lines. So now we are going to discuss about the write method. Okay, that is how we can write the data into the file using file handler. So here I am opening the file. Suppose the file is exists, the data will be overwritten in that file. Okay, suppose the file is not exist, it will create the new file. Okay, it will create new file and all the data will be stored here. I already execute the program, so the file has created. So here for what purpose I am opening the file? Only for writing purpose. So see here, this is the student.dat which will be available in the home directory. For example, see here student.dat. This is student.dat file here. Okay, I am opening this file, so which will contain some information. Okay, so here, so I am executing this. Once again I am executing what first in the range means for 5 I am going to get the name of the student for 5 students. Okay, so through input method, okay, for after getting the input for each student, I am going to write into the file. First, I am getting the input for the I am going to get the name of the first student, Ria. So it will be written into that file. And once again, so these 2 statements only inside the for loop. Okay, since it has only intended, then I am going to get the second student, Reagan. The name will be written. Once again, I am executing this file. It will be executed. Okay. So once again, I'm calling, it will ask me. So first I am first student name and second student name, third student name. and fourth student name I am giving, then fifth student name. So now you check the file, it will be overwritten. So refresh the file. Once again you open the file student.dat. So the content overwritten. Previous contents are erased.